Stinky and nasty blue-green algae prompts the question, how do toxins from the algae impact us? Algae is a concern all over the world, but how risky is it for us to breathe it in, that nasty aroma? Wing News reporter Liz Byro meets up with a person who went halfway around the world to learn more.
Kenya and Fort Myers don't exactly have a lot in common. Different time zone, different ways of life, different relationships with the water. But we do share a common enemy, blue-green algae.
It's a pretty big problem.
A big problem on the Wynnum Gulf, Kenya's portion of Lake Victoria.
A lot of the people that live around the lake rely on the lake for both food resources, such as like fishing, but also drinking water. So when they have algae problems, it really affects a lot of their lifestyle.
Trinity Allen is a graduate research assistant in the water school at FGCU. She spent 2 weeks on Lake Victoria. Her focus, algae toxins, how they move through the air and how they impact us when we breathe them in.
We know that it is aerosolizing, but we don't know how much of the toxin presence is really concerning of that.
Her method, placing filters at eye or mouth height around the boat as the team traversed Lake Victoria.
So I had 6 different filters around the boat, so 2 at the bow, 2 at the midship, and 2 at the stern. I would place them there in the morning and then take them off at the end of the day. So it was about 8 hours per day, which is typical for about the amount of exposure that a fisherman would get during a day's work.
Allen tested for the 2 main toxins on the lake, toxins also common here, and took water samples to note concentrations at different sites throughout the day. Now that she's home, Trinity Allen will analyze those filters to find out more about how aerosolized toxins absorb into our lungs and move from the water and into our bodies. Blue-green algae is a problem worldwide. If there's fresh water, nutrients, and sunshine, odds are it's there. Yet there is still so much we don't know about how much it impacts us. Through Allen's research, the hope is we'll soon learn more.
Liz, thanks. And we can also tell you that replacement parts are now in town to fix a system used to diminish algae buildup. We told you right here on Wink News that 3 of Cape Coral's 10 bubble curtains were broken. Those bubble curtains act as a protective wall to prevent toxic algae from coming into the canals. Cape Coral City staff tells us the repair should be finished in a couple of weeks.